sometimes being a superhero is not needed. Their defense has played outstanding the last few weeks. And last week, if he doesn't turn the ball over.
That was the only D1 scholarship offer he had. But now here he is at Cincinnati. That pitch to Jackson. Barry Jackson. On second down and 15. On the check down, Royer. And he is the setback with Sorsby. And he pulls it down. And he is just a yard 12 on fourth down conversions. And Sorsby pulls it down and has it. Little quarterback counter action that Scott Satterfield has. He's calling the plays. He gets some help from Brad Glenn, his offensive coordinator by title. And Kiner takes it off the left side. We saw him at practice yesterday, and he's out there right now, number 7 in that secondary. Oh, great play fake. Absolutely to perfection. And that pass is caught by Tony Johnson. To the top of your screen. Kiner remains the setback on first down. Kiner spun down at the...
Get out of the openers is the question.
And a lot of intellectual property shared with both of these programs because of the relationships of the coaches. That pass is caught by Xavier Henderson, and he gets away. Cooper out there. How long can they be out there, and how much do they have to give after being banged up? Pryor's in the backfield now, Evan Pryor. And he's going to take this pass, safety valve, and he slips down just to the top of your screen. Pryor is the setback. And they're going to go option towards the wide side of the field. Touchdown, Evan Pryor. Boy, they got that done with formation.
He's exactly right.
Corey Kiner, the lone setback, have a pistol look here. Sorsby with time. Goes through all of his progressions and then finds his tight end, Francis Sherman, 44, with a marker down.
The reception, Francis Sherman.
Pass interference, offense, number 44, 15-yard penalty, first down.
You're going to see him get vertical.
Down in 20 from the 10 now. Kiner. Boy, they are just getting yards at a chunk on the ground, aren't they?
In the country, he's one of the good ones.
On second down, we'll call it 5. Kiner hit right at the line of scrimmage. Big in that middle. Kiner is the setback.
You got Henderson at the top of your screen. One-on-one coverage.
Oh, boy, there's another slip. Turf Monster once again rears its ugly head to how similar they are.
Man, they're the same team offensively,
really are.
Except for that important category to the far right. +8 on turnover margin for Iowa State.
Offense, number 56, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Well, there's a reason these two teams are so strikingly similar in the way they play. Kiner, boy, he's elusive. He's running a little bit like Hansen for Iowa State. Talking with both staffs this week, they said that preparation was a little different. I think we may have an offsides potentially. Might have moved prematurely.
Full start. Offense, number 53, 5-yard penalty.
Freshman was ecstatic over it. Second and 10. Little screen set up to Kiner. Well defended by Iowa State. That's a well-scouted defense. Played first quarter the way both teams like it. Effective on the ground. On that crossing pattern for a first down out to the 44 is Joe Royer, the tight end. And then Hansen got his 9th rushing touchdown to eclipse just about everybody in rushing touchdowns. And here's Sorsby taking it the distance. And he slips as he began to slow down. Recking was going to get blasted from the backside. So first down again just outside the rear long rushes.
Full start. Offense, not all 11 players were set. 5-yard penalty.
Have two guys motioning at the same time. You have to go a freeze call if you're Sorsby. Tell everybody to be still and then hike the ball.
Yeah, that was Pryor 6 that got into a slot and did not get set. And here he is carrying it now to the before transferring over to Cincinnati. Second and 12. Sorsby. All kinds of time. And all kinds of green, too. Incomplete.
Into that 11 personnel, one back, one tight end. They're thinking they're going to get one-on-one opportunities. They thought they would have Joe Royer, number 11, the tight end, and one-on-one opportunity.
Third down and 12. Quarterback draw by design. And a nice little spin move by Sorsby as he burrows down in a game that's been ground control to Major Toms. If you don't mind my using a David Bowie lyric. And right away,
Sorsby, he gets a chance to get on the edge and make some plays.
2nd down and 6. A little naked bootleg action here. Sorsby threads it. That pass could have been picked. It was tipped.
Tim
is the man that tipped it. Backup linebacker to Ebel. Sorsby in some trouble now. Remember, they want him to make sure that he maintains.
I mean, can you be more blunt, though?
No. That's when you know both head coaches really have a great deal of football the most. Pryor, he's a home run hitter. As we mentioned, big time.
+1 run where they put Kiner in front as a lead blocker and let Sorsby follow behind him. It looks like they may go through it again.
Kiner will do the honors this time and gets out to he loves where he is. Sees this as a destination job. Look out. That was so well set up for Pryor. Pryor remains in the backfield. He's ahead for 2 here. Let's go down to. Well, I was moving around.
Offside. Defense number 11 entered the neutral zone, causing a reaction by the offensive player. 5-yard penalty.
In a game like this, little diamond formation among those receivers, and boy, oh boy, you talk about a hot quarterback. Sorsby is very.
False start. Offense number 67. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Yeah, that old line stemming. 3rd down and 9. Sorsby stepping up. That pass is incomplete.
He's used it when he needed it.
That's an amazing stat when you consider how Iowa State runs it. Pryor never really had a hold of that.
6-10. Love it.
Iowa State has 2 more timeouts left, plus the wind at their back. So let's see if they use them here. As Sorsby's in trouble again. Curtis'
legs have been big on these types of plays.
3rd and 15. Sorsby, all kinds of time. Now he's going to tuck it and run, and he's spun down by Dominic Orange. That has been number 95. Few libations. And it's moving quickly, partner, so, you know, we should be in good shape.
Quarterback on the other side, Rocco Beck, he hits it for a touchdown.
Nice play fake from Sorsby, and he throws it to a safety valve, Tony Johnson, who was coming around. Tony Johnson in motion, up to the top of your screen. Kiner. I like the way they right down their throat on their opening drive of the 2nd half. Option towards the boundary, and Kiner cuts it back up, takes it inside the ball. And that pass is thrown a little low by Sorsby.
You can be a little more friendly, right? You can stay there just a little bit more and allow the ball to get to you.
Sorsby's going to get it done with his legs again. Has a 1st down inside the 35.
Singleton just left the game, and Zamir Hawk is one of his backups.
No question. Boy, what a defensive play there. Royer, it looked to be set up. He blew up John Williams there, and Williams helped bring him down. Friendly fire was aided on that play by Ellis. And here's Johnson, Tony Johnson. As a culture program in a short time for Scott Satterfield. How about that spin, baby, spin? Sorsby.
Sorsby, I mean, just trying to make a play. He's got fairly good ball security. And look at that punch from
Verdon.
Malik Verdon with the opposite hand, right? He's got a cast on one. He takes that Peanut Tillman punch.
Yeah, I've known Dion for a long time, okay? I think he's trying to look like an old man with wisdom when we know better than that. Kiner bouncing it outside and gets to the 2nd level in a hurry. 10-point lead with 2:29 and counting. Sorsby directing traffic, decides to tuck it and run. Gets beyond the 40 to about the 43-yard line. be a hard guy to corral. And he was prophetic in that statement. Kiner again. Look at him just bouncing off guys.
Backfield as a pass catcher and a runner. Speed option is something they've leaned on.
Quarterback counter well read by the Cyclones. 4th down and 4. They've converted a 4th down already tonight. It led to their first touchdown by Sorsby. 9 of 13 on the season on 4th downs. And they'll get a flag down this time. That may
Number 75, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Now they'll have to boot it. Kiner is the setback. And look at that step up from the defensive side. The depth at linebacker has come into play, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Kiner again! Nothing could be finer than having a Kiner inside the...
Holding, offense, number 44, 10-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot, 2nd down.
That's the backup tight end, Francis Sherman. Disengaged. Kiner would have been in great shape. Evan Pryor checks back in, now cuts it back up. I love the way he explodes after, without a doubt. Especially with the clock where it is against a team that can control the ball like Iowa State. Sorsby! One more time! Hello, how do you do?
It's a perfect call. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, and this guy is leaving, this guy's out. That's not enough guys. You got 6 guys in the box for Cincinnati. It's a perfect call by offensive coordinator Brad Glenn in cahoots with Scott Satterfield, the play caller.
Playing, hurt.
Yeah.
And managing to get out there like Verdon. What a hit that was. What a stick on Evan Pryor after that pass was gone. Jeremiah Cooper might have an official's review. On 2nd and 9, Sorsby in trouble, dumps it out incomplete. Pryor was the safety valve, but...
Holding, offense, number 56, 10-yard penalty enforced from the previous spot, 2nd down.
That's a big call.
Yeah, insult to injury.
2nd and 20. And that one's dropped by Xavier Henderson. 3rd and 20. And another drop. This one hit right in between. Boise State can't get away with a bad game, and they better win them all. And they did come from behind to win against San Jose State tonight.
Kind of in your own foot and getting behind the chain, so he couldn't be as effective as he could have been tonight, but he's really impressive to watch.
105 behind 14-0 to open that game. Kiner again. Heading to his Kansas State next week in Manhattan, and K-State took one on the chin tonight at home to Arizona State. We'll have some interviews for us when we conclude this one, so stay right where you are. Sorsby slides down at the 34, and that should do it.